Hello, everyone. It's Dr. T. I'm a tech trainer and career coach, and I help professionals transition to tech by leveraging their existing skills and abilities. Today, we're talking about a component of governance, risk, and compliance. We're talking about PCI DSS compliance. PCI DSS stands for Pay Card Industry Data Security Standards. It's a set of security standards designed to prepare and ensure that all companies that accept, process, store, or transmit credit card information maintain a secure environment. And these standards were developed by the Pay Card Industry Security Standards Council, which is comprised of the major credit card companies, including MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, and JCB. In this video, we're talking about building and maintaining a secure network and systems. That is one of the 6 overarching categories that the 12 PCI requirements have been mapped to. There are 2 PCI requirements that map to this overarching focus on building secure networks and systems. There's requirement 1, which is focused on installing and maintaining networks security controls. And then there's requirement 2, which is about applying secure configuration management to system components. So if we look at requirement 1, the focus is on processes that are in place that help to maintain the network security. These processes are clearly defined and communicated to the right stakeholders. These controls are configured and managed over time, and they help restrict access to the cardholder data environment. And then risks to cardholder data are mitigated as it relates to untrusted networks. With requirement 2, here the organization is focusing on applying secure configurations to system components, and the processes to do so are clearly defined. The systems are securely configured and managed, and then wireless environments are also securely configured and managed. So let's look at some baseline approaches to ensuring that the systems and the networks are secure. The organization could look to implementing firewalls, and with that, the firewalls would be in place to protect cardholder data and ensure that at the network level there are boundaries in place between the internet, internal networks, and then between segments of those internal networks. So we have firewalls in place. There was network configuration in place to ensure that default passwords are changed, that unnecessary services and protocols on the network are disabled, and that overall segmentation is in place to ensure that there are limits to cardholder data. Encryption is in place. The organization has strong encryption that protects cardholder data when it's transmitted over public networks and when it's stored on systems. So strong encryption protocols and algorithms that are approved by PCI SSC are utilized by the organization. That there is secure wireless access if wireless networks are in place with strong encryption. Default SSIDs and passwords have been changed, and that SSID broadcasting has been disabled. Regular patch management is in place, so patches are regularly implemented and updated, and the latest are in place, ensuring that a process for regularly reviewing and applying patches is also in place to address any vulnerabilities and ensure that systems are protected against known exploits. This is important to securing networks and systems that are a part of the cardholder data environment. The implementation of strong access controls is important for PCI DSS compliance. And with this, controlled access to the network resources and cardholder data is established based on a sense of least privilege. So assigning unique IDs to each user and ensuring that access rights are granted based on job roles and responsibilities with the least privilege in place. Implementing multi-factor authentication, and then making sure that remote access to the system has strong authentication as well. Another key component for PCI compliance for maintaining secure networks and systems is to monitor and log all network activity. So implementing logging and monitoring systems to track network activity and detect unauthorized access or suspicious behavior. So you're monitoring network traffic for signs of intrusion or data exfiltration, and then maintaining logs according with the PCI DSS standards. Another element as a baseline is securing remote access. Here you want to implement secure VPNs and ensure that remote access is securely authenticated, logged, and monitored. So we're back to that monitoring and logging and looking for peculiar behavior, looking for suspicious activities. Then regularly testing security, conducting vulnerability scans and penetration tests to identify and address security weaknesses in the network, network devices, and applications. And doing so from an automated perspective, employing automated scanning tools and having the right qualified security professionals to perform the penetration testing. And then, of course, documenting policies and procedures for securing the network and systems. Here, the organization would outline its approach to securing the network, identifying the roles and responsibilities in doing so, securing configurations, having an incident response plan in place, and then doing that ongoing monitoring and maintenance as a part of continuous improvement. So these are some baseline steps for the organization looking to protect the network, ensure that the network and its systems are secure. If you have any other questions or comments, leave a message below in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.